Good evening and welcome. This is Whole and Beautiful. I am Angela Oliphant, your host, and I am so glad that you all have joined me again for another night of information, revelation, and change. Tonight is going to be another phenomenal night. Now, last week I had some issues. I don't know, my computer didn't want to work right and different things didn't want to come on right. And in the middle of the show, everything just went downhill. But I am back again tonight. And I just want to share some things with you tonight. Tonight is going to be a rather like laid back night. Um, Nothing like spectacular is happening except the fact that we're here and you have allowed me into your homes. You have allowed me into your cars if you're listening in your car. Um, you have allowed me in, and I am excited about it. I really am. I want you to I want you to comment, I want you to share this broadcast with someone else. Let them know that Whole and Beautiful is on. Let them know that we are here and we're ready just to share some things with them on tonight. Um, I wanted to remind you that I still do my couples conversations, and I'm looking for more couples that I can get on for couples conversations. So if you know of a couple that you would say, hey, that would be good to be on the show, then let me know or let them know to contact me at wholebeautiful@gmail.com and I will get in contact with them. Also, during this month, I do have some interviews that are set up for the month, and I'm going to be talking to those different people throughout the course of this month. But I'm starting off the month just me, and that's a good thing too. We are I'm excited. I don't know why I be saying we. I guess it's me and the Lord. But we're excited just to be able to share some different things with you. But I will have some guests on during the month of June, and I got some guests in the works for the months to come during the summer. So just stick in there with me, guys. My whole and beautiful nation. We're going to unite. We're going to keep moving, and we're going to keep doing the things that we need to do. And like I've said before, if you have a topic that you want to talk about, or you want to be on the show so you can learn more about it, let me know. Send me that topic at wholebeautiful@gmail.com, and we'll work it out. We'll get somebody on to talk about it. We'll get some research done on it so that we could come and just have a conversation. I really want to do a show on some different topics that I've been looking at, and I'm researching those out, and I'm gonna find some people who are experts in those areas that they can come and they can talk about those particular topics that I am thinking in my head that I want to talk about. Some things that people don't say anything about, and I'm like, hey, I want to get in there. I want to find out stuff, because this broadcast is about information, revelation, and change. It's about bringing in information in hopes that you'll get a revelation on it and that it'll bring about a change in your life. So with that being said, y'all send me y'all topics. Let me know what your topics are. I had somebody send me a topic not too long ago, and I'm looking into it, and we're going to see what we're going to do with that particular topic. I even had somebody else just yesterday suggest a topic to me, and I was like, wow, that would be great. And they was like, let me know when you do that topic. I'm going to be tuning in. So I have some different topics. We're going to be working on some different stuff, and I want you to be a part of it. So y'all can just come on in and join in with me. Now next week on Saturday next week, I'll be in North Carolina. I'll be there with ALH Broadcasting. They'll be hosting the 5-year celebration of the network of ALH Broadcasting Network, and I am excited to be a part of that. I am so looking forward to next week to be a part of the 5-year celebration as being a part of ALH Broadcasting, which is an affiliate of the SIBN network. Yes, I want to be there, and I am going to be there, and we're going to have so much fun. And I'm looking forward to meeting some of the people in person that I've interviewed. I've only interviewed them, guys. I've only interviewed them on my show, talk to them like I'm talking to you right now. I have interviewed them, but I have not met them like face to face. So it's going to be an awesome thing to be able to meet them face to face, to be able to talk to them, and to be able to see some of the other guests that have been on other shows, like with Authors Up and When Life Speaks, and all the different people that are going to be there. So I'm excited. Yay. And y'all will be seeing some pictures coming up, and y'all get some reels going on here. Once everything has taken place, I am so looking forward to it, and I'm looking for a great time. Now let's move on. Tonight, I wanted to just talk to you about summer. Part of the conversation, yes, is about summer. And I was looking at it because the kids here where I am, this was their last day for school, and then they're out for the summer. And I started thinking about, what do we do during the summer? You know, what is it that excites you about the summer? You know, a lot of people go on vacations during the summer. That's a time of relaxation for some. There's a time of travel where they're traveling and they're going to do different things. During the summer, a lot more people are outside where they used to be. We used to be outside a lot because when I was younger, we would ride our bikes, we would hang out, we would have our snacks and stuff outside. And that wasn't like a snack that our grandmother made or our mom made. It was a snack you pulled off a tree because it was plums and blackberries and different fruit that would grow in the area where we were. And what we call bullets is what some people would say scuffernines or whatever. We would go, and they had just vines and vines and vines of them, and we would just pull. We would get our shirts full. We would turn our shirts up and just drop them down in our shirts. Sometimes we have bags, and we would put them all in the bags and stuff, and we would pick, and we would eat those, and throughout the course of the day. So it was like a special time for us. We had so much fun, and I lived near my cousins, a lot of my cousins. So we would all get together, and we would all hang out together, and we would all do things together, and it was a fun time. We look forward to being out of school during the summer. It was fun times to go and play, and you could play outside later because the days were longer, and we had so much fun. And I looked at it and I said it was all because of the way that we thought about it, all because of what we were surrounded by, because our grandmother was there, our granddad was there. You know, we would go on buggy rides and horse rides because my granddad had horses. So he had made buggies himself. So he would take us on rides during Sunday or maybe a Saturday. He would take us on a ride on the buggy, and we would be able to ride with the horses and stuff. And he would come back, he would drop off one set of kids and pick up the next set of kids, and they would go. And he had this long wagon, you know, that you see sometimes on TV, and you think, oh, that was back in the day. He had a long wagon, and we would get in the back of the wagon, and sometimes he would have hay back there, and we just get back there, and he would ride us, you know, while he was going to do what he was going to do. I remember one time my granddad was in the paper because he hitched up his horse and buggy and took it downtown to go do his shopping. Why? Because he was like, gas is high. And I think about that now. I was like, what would he think if he was alive today to see these gas prices? Oh my goodness. It would just be too much, because that was back in the day, you know, and the gas wasn't even like a whole dollar. But he was like, or like getting around that dollar, you know, range. He was like, that's too high. And he hitched up his buggy and hitched up those horses, and he went downtown, and then he would tie his horse to the pole thing downtown. He'd go do his shopping, come back and get it, and they took a picture and they put it in the paper because he said, you know, he was saving on gas. It is just so much that we look at, and so much that is going on now that is so different. But during the summer months, there was so much that was happening. And in my summer months, I was like, those were good times for me. But it's not good times for everybody. And I do realize that. I do realize that some people's summers were not good like mine. And some people's summers today are not good like other people's summers are. Some people and some people and some kids dread summer. They don't want to be home. They want to be at school. They feel more loved at school. They feel like they're in a safe place when they're at school. But when they're home all the time, it's hard for them. So it's a matter of how we look at it, and it's a matter of our environment and where we are. So what I challenge you to do is, like, during this summer, I want you to enjoy your summer, and I want you to look out for somebody else. Pay attention to those kids that are around you. Pay attention to somebody who may not be having a great summer. Maybe you can do a cookout and you can invite that child over that you know is not having a particularly good summer. Maybe you can do some other things and just be able to pour into that young adult, or pour into that person to help them through their summer, because not everybody's summer is great. If you want to, you can read, have a reading time. My mom during the summer would have like a Bible study thing that she would do with us and some of the kids in the community, in our area, in our neighborhood. And she would have a time where she would have us come over. Everybody would come over to the house, and she would read us the Bible stories. She would ask us questions, and when she would ask us those questions, if you got an answer right, you got like candy or you got different things. And we had fun all week during that Bible study time. And I still had that Bible. She gave me that Bible that she used to teach us out of. It was a children's Bible. It's thick, but it had the different stories from the Bible in there. And she would read those to us. She would let us answer the questions. She would give us prizes for answering the right question. And then it was like a vacation Bible school type thing, because at the end of the week, she would take us to like the state park, or she would take us to somewhere. We would have a cookout, and that was our big day of cooking out and eating and having treats and stuff at the end of the week. She would do that for us during the week, during the summer months. And we had vacation Bible school at church. So we would go there, and you would learn all these different things during the course of the week. And then you had a presentation at the end of the week. And that's when you had the big cookout and the games and stuff at the end of the week. And a lot of times people are not doing that during this time frame. But you know what? Do it for somebody else. What was done for you as in a good thing, why not spread that to somebody else? Why not share that with somebody else? Even if it's with your own children or your grandchildren. You don't have to have like a lot of money to make your days great and to make them wonderful, to make memories with your children. You could do something really small, and these kids will remember it forever. I remember, like with my son's one of my son's birthday is like during the summer, right when they're getting ready to start back or whatever. And for that particular year, I was in a bad place. And I was like, I don't have anything. I can't make him a cake, because usually I make them a cake every single year. I would make their cake, or I would go get one. And that particular year, I couldn't do it. I was like, and it wasn't, I would say it was my mindset more so than not having like, oh, I can't take $1 and go to the store and get some cake mix. I don't know. It's like, I think about that now, and it's like, where was your mind back then? But anyway, my to get for him, I can't do it. So I was like, okay, what can I do for him? So I fixed him breakfast that morning. I fixed him breakfast. I fixed the things that he liked. And then I put candles on his plate and I served him his breakfast and we sung happy birthday to him and he blew out those candles and he was so excited about it. To this day he still talks about that and all the other birthdays where I was buying stuff and putting stuff together and we got to have this, got to have that. He don't remember any of those, but he remembered the birthday where his mom put candles in his breakfast. And he got to blow them out and he had so much fun. We played games, we did different things throughout the course of the day, and I made that environment for them great, to make the environment for them good. And sometimes we think that we got to have all of this extra stuff because kids want this and they want that. No, we need to be able to pour into your child. Sitting down and reading with them during the summer is awesome. Every day would be great. Sit down, read part of the story. Let them read some of the story back to you, and you sit and you discuss it. You sit and you talk about it. Those are the things that the children remember. Some of these toys and stuff, I remember like a few toys that my mom got us, and it was because we were harped on her all year. Oh, I want this. I remember the one toy I remember. But before I even go into the toy, the main thing that I did remember was that, like with my dad, he spent time with us. He would go out and he would jump rope with us. He played tea parties, different things like that. I remember those things. A bunch of those toys and stuff and a bunch of those birthday parties. I may not remember a whole lot about that, but I do remember him taking time with us. I remember my mom taking time with us and doing that Bible study and doing those treats and stuff, and us having that big barbecue at the end of the week. I remember the one toy I do remember and that's like I said, I had harped on my mom all year about this, and it was a Bless You Baby Tender Love. Yeah. Because you would squeeze the baby's stomach and she would say, choo. She would sneeze and then she came with a little box of tissue and I could wipe her nose. There was nothing there, guys. It was the technology. It was that doll, and I remember her, and I remember one other doll that I had because I love dolls, and her hair would grow. So she had a string though. It's like technology is way better today. But she had this ponytail in the top and she had this hair around here. And then I could pull the string that was in her back. I could pull it to make her ponytail short. And then I could pull the ponytail a little bit and it would get longer. And I remember those toys like that. But I remember the time that I was able to spend like with my grandmother, the time I spent with my granddad, the time I spent with my mom and my dad, and those are the times. It's like I remember just those times where they spent that time reading, playing games outside. I remember playing with my cousins outside, playing hide and go seek, playing, different types of games that we would come up with, and the jump rope songs, and all of that took place during the summer. And I want you to, my challenge, like I said before, is to make someone's summer great, even if it's your summer. Maybe you didn't have great summers growing up. Maybe summer is not a good time for you. Like some people like, oh, this just brings back too many bad memories. Why not make some new memories during this summer? Why not pour into somebody else during this summer? Why not share something with them? Why not give to somebody what you wanted during the summer? You may have wanted to go on a trip and you didn't get to go. Why not treat somebody else? Why not treat yourself and go on that trip now? Why not Go get a group of kids, and you ain't got to keep them for the whole week. Just have them together for that day. Have them play. Have them have some fun. You don't have to have a whole lot. You can have hot dogs, hamburgers, or just plain old hot dogs and a bag of chips. And those kids will enjoy it. They will have fun. Why not have a reading program yourself? Why are you waiting for somebody else to come in with a reading program? Why not do a reading program for your child and say, you know what? You read up to this, it's pizza time. Because back in the day, we used to get these little coupons so we could go to Pizza Hut, because we read so many books, and then you would be awarded. Not do that on your own and be like, okay, if you get up to this amount, then we're going to go here and you're going to be able to get this. Or if you get up to this amount of books, then we're going to go that. We're going to do that. And yes, Josie, yes, time is very precious. You don't get time back. Once time is gone, it is gone. So you want to make those memories. And don't think that you got to have all of this money to make memories. You don't. You just need to be creative. Go do something with your child. Go do something with your family members. Spend time with them. Hang out with them, even if it's just for a few minutes. Like I told you all before, I have people in my phone, and I know people be looking at me crazy every morning at work when I'm texting, but I'm texting all these different individual text for me. Sometimes I don't do well with the group text because everybody be like, oh, well, we in a group. No, I do group with some things, and then I will go back and just individually text people and tell them, hi, how you doing? Have a good day. Good morning. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a fantabulous Friday, because why? Because that's something I would like. I would like it if somebody sent me a text and said, have a good day, and they speaking directly to me, and they don't have me in a group where they're sending me, the group text with everybody else. It's special to me when you send something to me individually, I take the group thing too, yes, but is it something when you are speaking to somebody individually? And it's just special that somebody thinks about you outside of their regular day. It's like not like they have to do it, but they're saying, hey, love you, hey, miss you. Now we have a group text with me and my siblings, and that's awesome. I love the group text. We get texts in the morning. We like, hey, how you doing? Because we were talking to each other anyway. So it's like, okay, let's just get us all in the group. That way we can continue to talk to each other, So, and that's awesome. But spend some time with your family during this summer. Have some summertime with them. Treat them to something different. Show them something different. Show the kids something different this summer. Do something different yourself this summer, something that you haven't done in a while, or something that you wanted to do and you never got the opportunity to go do it. And now you may have that opportunity. So I say, go do it. Go and do it. Have fun. Don't sit up in the house the whole entire summer and saying, you know what, I'm bored, or I don't have nowhere to go. There is adventures right around the area where you live. You just have to create that adventure and go out and go see what is there. And you may say, I'm in a place where ain't nothing at all. But I tell you what, if you create an environment for an adventure to happen, guess what? An adventure will happen. Find out some different things. Just go explore. Go find out some different things. Look up some different stuff. See what you can find. Go out, look at some different plants. There are all kinds of different plants out there. There are all kinds of different animals to be seen and things to be done. Because you need that. That's right, Kathy. Have a game night. Have your game nights. Have some fun with your children, with your grandchildren, with your family members, with your friends. Don't let this summer pass you by and you didn't do anything. And then you blame it on, I didn't have any money. Or you blame it on, everybody left me out and they didn't ask me to go. They don't have to ask you. You can take yourself. You can go. Even if you're not invited to the party, have your own party. If it ain't nobody but me and my favorite foods, it's a party. And I will sit and I will have fun and I have movie night all by myself. But you can have movie night. You can get creative with it, You can have a movie night. You can have a game night. You can have a field day with your children, with your grandchildren, where you bring back some of the old school games and y'all just go outside and play and have fun. You can get water guns and have the water gun fights, where you trying to just drench people in water. You can go get the water guns for little or nothing, It's just so much that you can do. You can get balloons and put water in them and throw them at each other. You can just have some fun. This is the time to do it. This is the time when people are out and about. And don't let people pass you by without speaking to somebody. Just the common courtesy of speaking to somebody when they pass by you. Because you never know what somebody's going through. And just that hello, how you doing? Or have a good day. Just that smile to somebody else, just that compliment that you may give them may literally change their lives. We may be looking like, oh, we need a word to give them. You may not need like a word of prophecy or something. You may just need to smile. You may need to say, hey, I see you. I see you, girl. You're looking good today. Something, and it snatches them out of where they are. And it just brings them back into a good place. So we need to be wide open and ready for what God is going to do for us and in us during this summer. And don't be closed off to what's going to happen. You know what? Have some fun this summer. And I was looking at different things, just fun facts about summer. And they were saying like the Eiffel Tower gets the tallest during the summer. I was like, how it's gonna get taller? It's like a statue building. But what happens is, because of the heat and the expansion, because the heat causes things to expand, it makes it taller in the summer when it's hot. I was like, oh wow. One day I want to go see that. But they were saying if you wait until the evening, when it starts to cool down and it gets cool, it's going to shrink back down to what its normal size is. But during the summer, it gets taller. Wow, didn't know that. That's something to look forward to if you want to go see the Eiffel Tower. I looked at the most popular like fruits during the summer, which is cherries and blueberries and watermelon. Guys, y'all can do something with food with your kids. You can do something with food with yourself. You can be like, hey, let me try this new recipe. Or, hey, let me put together this fruit salad. Or, hey, let me do this other stuff. You can just chop it up and do different things and have fun with it. Try out a new recipe. Try out something new. Try out a new fruit during this season. Take the kids to pick strawberries. Take them to one of the peach farms and let them find out about peaches and then get some peaches. And we're gonna eat these peaches and we're gonna fix some peach cobbler, Get them in the kitchen with you. Show them how to make a good peach cobbler or a good peach pie, Show them how to make a blackberry pie. My grandmama would make those blackberry cobbler. Get them in the kitchen. Show them how to cook something. Just spend that time because you don't get the time back. Have some fun, and just pour into whatever child that you can, whatever person that you see, even the elderly. They may not have somebody with them. They may be by themselves. Pay attention. Because if you see them and they're alone and they're by themselves and they allow you to pour into their lives, then pour into their lives. Invite them over for dinner. Have a movie night and invite some kids over. Have a movie night and invite that elderly person over. They may like a good movie. You may be able just to invite them over for a piece of pie and a cup of coffee. You know, you never know what that piece of pie and cup of coffee will do for somebody that's by themselves and that's feeling alone, or that may have lost some loved ones during this time of the year, and this is a hard time for them. That's why I say pay attention to everybody that's around you. Don't walk past any person and not speak. Don't walk past any person and just think, whatever. Because what we see with our natural eye is not all the time what's going on. And sometimes we see things and we think things are just great and wonderful. And oh, they got it going on. They got the car, they got the clothes, they got the house, they got this. And they are literally dying on the inside because they need that connection with somebody. They need to be able to talk to somebody. And you may be that somebody. So don't let opportunity pass you by during these summer months. Don't take them for granted, because some people are not able to spend time with their loved ones during these summer months. Some people would want very much to spend time with their loved ones, and they don't even have them here anymore. So they don't have the opportunity to spend time. Some of us, we just need to sit back and say, you know what? Be grateful for what you have now and where you are now, and be thankful, and then push for the next place. But then love on people in the process. Don't ever miss the opportunity to love on somebody, or to speak to somebody, or to be kind, or to be courteous, or just to be nice to somebody. Okay, make sure that you are being kind, that you are loving on people, and that you are encouraging them. Recently, like this past week, I watched the movie War Room again. I didn't set it up to watch it, but I was like, hey, I sat down, I watched it. And different things stick out when you watch a movie, the second or the third time or the fourth, because when you watch it in the beginning, it's like your focus is one area. You can watch it again and your focus be somewhere else. My focus was on something different this time. And when I was telling you about you don't, when you see stuff with your natural eye, a whole lot of other stuff could be going on. And we see a lot of things on like Facebook, Instagram, and what we see, sometimes we think that's what it is, and it is not necessarily what it is at all. And we thinking that people are where they are, and they're not. But how does that relate to War Room? I'm gonna tell you. In War Room, at the end, getting close to the end, she's Miss Clara sitting and talking to the young lady, and she's talking to her about how everything has worked out for them. And she's so excited that everything has worked out for him. And I can't remember the stage name of the lady, but Priscilla Shira is her real name. She is talking to her, and she was like, oh, I wish I was there, to glean from you and learn from you when you and your husband were together, and yada yada. She was just talking about, how great she could imagine that their relationship was. And she said no. And I was like, okay. But she was saying no, her relationship wasn't like that with her husband. And she wasn't praying for him like she was teaching her to pray for her husband. And she wasn't doing the things that she was telling her to do. But she realized her mistakes. And she said, God, send me somebody. Send me somebody that I can pour into, because I want to get this thing right. What she was telling this young lady to do, she didn't do in her marriage. But she knew that those were the things she needed to do. So she was like, let me pour into somebody else to teach them the right thing to do, to share with them the right way to go, and watch them be victorious in their relationship with their husband. Sometimes we look at things and we say, you know what? I didn't get that right. And it could be a marriage, or it could be just the way we grew up, or different things in our lives. And we think, man, I messed that up royally. I just messed that up. But can I tell you something? Why not, from what you gleaned from it, from what you learned from it, from what you've gotten from it, why not pour that into somebody else who is willing to receive it? Not everybody's willing to receive it, but ask God to send you a willing vessel. Ask God to send you somebody who wants the information, who wants the opportunity to be better and to go forward and do better. Somebody that you can pour your wisdom into. Somebody that you can groom and you can share with them whatever it is that you learn from, that they won't make the same mistake. Because I have always said, if I'm walking down this road and I trip over this stump, or I see that there's a big hole there and I almost fall in the hole, why am I going to let you walk down that same road that I was walking on and not tell you about the hiccups and stuff that are on the road, tell you about the hole that's there, tell you about the big stump that's coming up so you won't trip over the same thing? I should care enough for you to say, hey, honey, if you're going down this road right here, when you get down about 2 miles, you need to veer off to the right or veer off to the left, because if you go a little bit further, there's a really big hole there. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to fall in it. And then there's a big like stump coming up out of the ground and you're going to trip over that, baby. You may not want to go that way. Why not tell some people and be honest and be truthful to let them know so that they can grow? We don't want to hold on to the information that we have and not share it with somebody else. I don't want to see you make the same mistakes. And you know what? Even though I share with you, you may not want to hear what I got to say. And that's okay. If you want to make that mistake, you can go ahead, you can make it. But I want to help to try to prevent you from making some mistakes or some of the same mistakes. So I'm going to share with you. And if you're willing to receive it, you'll receive it. If you don't, it's okay. You know what my grandma used to tell me? She was like, bought sense is better than none at all. That means you're going to pay for them sense. You're going to pay for that common sense. You're going to pay for it, you know. But it's like, that's better than not having any sense at all. And that's what she used to say. And I didn't understand it then, but boy, do I understand it now. But you know what? Instead of paying for it, I would rather for somebody tell me and I listen than for me to have to pay for it myself, you know? And some things we have to walk through. We have to walk it out. We have to live it out. We have to do that on our own so that we can grow and pursue and move forward. But some things you don't have to go through. You do not. So pay attention and listen when people are talking to you. Pay attention to even people who are older than you. Some people are younger than you and they have good wisdom. If you pay attention to see what they're saying and you hear what they're saying, so, oh, okay, I can learn from that too. Yes, I would rather just learn so that I can go forward. But this summer, I'm going to have a great time. That is my declaration for myself. I'm going to have a great time being me, and I'm going to have a great time with those that are around me. And I want you to do the same. Don't let this summer be like boring to you. Because I always look at it as if you're bored, that's something in you. It ain't got nothing to do with what's going on around you. It's something in you. Because everybody would be like, oh, the place that we live right now in the town and stuff that we live in, people like, there's nothing to do here. You know, this is just a boring place. There's nothing to do. There's a lot to do. It may not be stuff that you want to do, but there's a lot to do. There's a lot to discover right where you are. You don't have to go, you know, like 8, 9, 10 hours away to have fun. You can have fun right where you are. It's just a matter of making a decision on the inside to have fun wherever you are and to do great things wherever you are. You can set up your own home as your hotel. And you can treat yourself I mean, you can get all your stuff laid out and all your and just have a good time, just being you. Don't wait for you to have the right amount of money in the bank account. Don't wait for you to have it got to be the right setting, and I got to go over here to this place in order to have fun. No, you have you with you, and you're gonna have you in that other place that you plan on going to. And if you're not happy with you, when you get to the other place that you're going to, you still ain't gonna be happy there either. It ain't nothing to do. This is boring. No, if you're happy with you, believe me, you're gonna have fun with you at home. You'll have fun with you when you go to the grocery store. You'll have fun when you go to whatever place you're in, because you are happy being who you are and who you were created to be. So y'all do that. Be happy with who you are. Be happy with who you have been created to be, and pour into somebody else during this summer. And don't let this summer go by where you're not like reuniting with some people, and reuniting with your family, and hanging out with friends, and making new friends, and just exploring, having adventures, and loving life. Because life gonna keep on lifing, guys. It's gonna keep happening. And that perfect time may never come. So you need to just have fun in the moment that you're in. Always find a reason to laugh. Always find a reason to smile. Always find a reason to encourage you and encourage somebody else. Guys, that is all I have for y'all on tonight. I hope that you gleaned something, that you got something, even though we're just talking about summer. Have fun this weekend. Enjoy you. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the people that are around you. Go out. Be kind to somebody tonight, tomorrow. Be kind. Encourage somebody. Let them know that they are loved, and they are seen, and they are heard. I am Angela Oliphant. I'll be back here next week, Friday at 7 p.m. If you missed any part of this and you want to see the replay, tune in again tomorrow at 4 p.m. I'll be right here again, sharing everything with you over again. And just realize that you are a great person, and you deserve to have fun, okay? I am Angela Oliphant, allowing you to see, to hear, and to know that whole and beautiful is not just your destination. It is most definitely your journey. So come on that journey with me, my whole and beautiful nation, and join me back again next week, Friday, 7 p.m. I'll be looking for y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. Love you much. Good night.